and I'm back with another video. As I always say, my internet is still off. They still haven't fixed it, but I am trying to get videos up because it's my birthday week and I had a lot of off days. So yeah, I'm just filming a lot. So sorry if you guys hear the rain. We are actually in like hurricane season. Like Hurricane Matthew is like coming like this weekend, so y'all pray for me. But yeah, I'll talk about it in a vlog. I'm vlogging today and me and Kelsey are like preparing for hurricane season. It's crazy. But anyway, so today I am going to do a quick little story time because I just had to tell you guys this because this was like the craziest thing and I never dealt with this before. So this is gonna be a story time about when I almost passed out working, like working at Disney World. And I mean, I still work there. I work here currently, but I'm just gonna tell you, like, I was at work last week and I almost passed out. So yeah, basically moving to Florida, like, okay, you know, it's gonna be like a weather difference, but I'm like, okay, I'm from Georgia, like, you know, the heat's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna do anything. If you guys know anything about me, you know that I don't really drink water. I drink a lot of soda. Like, I drink soda every day, which is bad, I know, but I'm trying to work on it. I always say that, but I really am. But when I got to Florida, it was a little too hot and it was like really humid. But the weather changes all the time. Like, it's rainy and then it's hot and, you know, but the weather is really humid. So one day when I was at work, it was like really, really hot. I was like, dang, even I'm hot. Like, it's hot. Like, I know, like, my friend from up north, like, she's always hot and she always gets dehydrated and stuff. But like, since I'm from the south, like, it was like, okay, well, you know. But that day, like, I literally drank soda for breakfast and I was just sitting there and I didn't even eat breakfast, which is bad. Like, all I did was drink soda for breakfast, then I didn't even eat breakfast. So I get there, I clock in, you know, everything's fine. And so I'm walking. So, you know, like when you're in the water park and you have to, like, you know how you get to the water park early, but they don't let you into the wave pool section until it's time for you to, you know, till it's 10 o'clock. Well, basically, I was the person who had to stand in front of the rope and before I let guests in. So I was standing at the rope and I was waiting for it to be 10 o'clock to let them into the wave pool. So I'm standing there and I was talking to the guests and I was talking to my friend that works with me, and she was telling me, you know, that people have been like passing out and stuff and getting really dehydrated. So I'm like, you know what? I don't really feel good right now either. So I was just sitting there like, I did not feel good. My stomach was freaking cramping so bad because I had just started my cycle, so my stomach was cramping. I was like, oh my God, I don't really feel good either. And then she was just telling me like these stories of people passing out, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I don't feel good. So I started getting like paranoid, my stomach started hurting. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get me some water. So as I was walking to get some water, like everything, like I could not see. When I tell you, it looked like, you know, like the hotel thing, like the little peephole, it looked like you were like, you could only, like I could only see through a peephole. Like everything was so blurry. Like, oh my God, that was the worst feeling. So imagine yourself walking and like you just like, you couldn't see. I'm like, I just gotta get some water. And people were trying to talk to me. I remember the manager was like, hey, how are you doing? You know, like Disney, like employees are the best. Like they're always like looking out for you and stuff. And like they always tell us like, drink water, like you always supposed to drink water. And I thought I was drinking enough, but I guess not. And I was drinking soda. And I didn't even drink any that day. So I could not see. It was so blurry. Like I was like, oh my God. Like I could barely make it back to like our break room and stuff to get the water. Like I could not see. And then when I went to go get the water, my hand, so I finally get there. I really don't know how I made it back blind. I was literally blind. I just had to use my memory. Like I could only see through a peephole. So when I got there to get the water, my hand was like this, literally. My hand was literally like this shaking and I couldn't get it. I was like, oh my God. Like I could barely drink it. Like I was really so dehydrated, I was about to pass out. And then so I literally like did like this. And then I freaking was like, okay, I gotta sit down. And everybody was like, what's wrong? Do we need to get the manager and the ambulance? And I'm like, all I could think in my head was about the ambulance bill. You know, like if you call the ambulance, that's a bill. So I was like, no, you know, don't call anybody. Like I really didn't want a lot of people to know because I didn't want people to start freaking out because that's when I started freaking out. So, and all I could think about was, I had a panic attack last summer that I did a story time on that. And all I could think about was, oh my gosh, like, I'm about to faint. And then, so that's when my anxiety started kicking in. So I just had to sit there. I was literally like this, so hot. Like, I was like this sitting in the chair and I could not breathe. And I just had to keep drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. Because guys, if I would have freaking stayed outside and not came back from water, I would have literally hit the ground and fell out. Like, literally hit the ground and fell out. Oh my god, it's raining so hard. I'm sorry if you can hear that. So then after that, after I cooled down and stuff, like, I just started freaking out. I was like, oh my god, like, I almost just faint. Like, this never happened to me before. I wasn't freaking out to like people. I went to the back and I went to the bathroom and I had called my dad and I'm like, you know what, I'm about to have a heart attack. And Kelsey told me that I need to just like leave home and go home early, but I didn't want to leave work because, like, one, I had an easy day ahead of me and I wanted the money, so I didn't want to leave work. So, and then I'm just like, no, I can't go home. Like, I don't like doing stuff like that. So I just needed to breathe, but then my anxiety just full-blown kicked in. I started having a panic attack over the fact that I almost fainted and like my son was wrong my body. So I'm just like, I was in the bathroom crying my eyes out. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But nobody knew what was going on. Like, I was only texting people that was going on, that was having an anxiety attack. I was like, oh my god, I hate when I have anxiety attacks because I just start freaking out and thinking of the worst thing possible. So, but and in the end, I just was like, you know what, just drink water, drink water. So once I kept drinking water, like, I just felt fine. Like, I literally went about the day and worked normally. Like, it was crazy. Like, once I drank water and I calmed down, I was able to go. So that was that story. And moral of that story is that when you're on the job and you're in this heat, you need to drink water. I don't know what I was thinking. Ever since that day, like, I don't drink soda at work anymore. I drink water all the time. Water, water, water. I eat a freaking orange or banana before work and all that because that was not a good feeling. And I tell you, fainting, almost passing out is not a good feeling. And I talked to my friend at work that has like passed out before, and she told me like, yeah, first is your eyes, remember I was blind, then it's your hands, remember I was shaking, and the next thing you know, you can't hear people. I didn't get to that point yet. Like, some people were trying to talk to me and I just was like, what? Like, but I didn't get to the point where I was like, can't hear. And they said after you can't hear, boom, you're on the ground. So that was my story time when I almost passed out at Disney. And this wasn't a Fargo story time, like, this was last week. So yeah, but I love Disney so much for like telling us always drink water, drink water, drink water. Disney is always telling you drink water. And you know what? I am going to listen. And now I carry my water bottle on me and stuff. So yeah, that was that story time. But yeah, make sure you subscribe for new videos weekly and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.